What's going on, everybody? Bonong here. So I got a chance last night to watch the new movie Boogie. I guess just recently came out. I was excited when I heard about them making a Asian American basketball movie to relate to Asian Americans and things like that. So I was kind of anticipating it and wanted to see if it was going to be, I guess, a good representation of what Asian American basketball, Asian ballers go through, and their journey in the game of basketball and their journey in life. So when I saw the trailer, I was kind of like, looks a little corny. So I was already, I guess, skeptical. I know, look, I'm Asian. We're supposed to support Asian people, and, all that. But so if y'all know about me, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I watched the movie going in with good expectations, wanting it to be entertaining, wanted it to have some kind of inspiration, something. I'll give you a little background on myself. Movies that I like are like Karate Kid. I watch like Jackie Chan, stuff like that. Those are the type of Asian movies that I like to watch. I'm not really into like the cursing and vulgar things and stuff like that. Watching, especially if I'm watching with my kids. I let my kids watch it. So, first of all, it wasn't for kids. I wouldn't recommend any kid below. I wouldn't even let any kid below 17 watch the movies. Put it that way. So maybe I'm old school or I'm whatever, but in my values that I try to teach my kids, and as a former teacher of the Bible, I wouldn't recommend that unless you have some sort of adult maturity to watch that type of movie on that aspect. So second, the movie kind of put Asians in a light that I don't really think that represents Asian Americans and Asian basketball players the right way. It was more Hollywood type thing for kind of trying too hard to entertain instead of really telling a good, true story. Acting wasn't that good either, to be honest with you. But and one other thing was the way that they talked about Jeremy Lin, and in one small clip, I think they should have look. I think a lot of Asian ballers, Asian Americans, think that there were a lot better players than Jeremy Lin. But the fact is, Jeremy Lin was the only one that actually made it to the NBA, a current Asian American that made it to the NBA. So to knock Jeremy Lin, to kind of say, talking about Jesus freak or something in the movie, knocking on his beliefs are, I didn't like that. Maybe it was a small part, tiny part in the movie, but I just didn't like that. I didn't like that we're not appreciating someone like Jeremy Lin. No matter you believe in his values or believe in his beliefs, or it doesn't matter. If you're Asian American, Asian basketball player, I think you should give him a lot more credit. Also, and another thing, for me, I'm gonna do my own little short story video later on about my story as an Asian American. I don't know if you guys know, I was in an article for NPR, National Public Radio Broadcast, a national publication. They had interviewed me for that, and I told a little bit of my story in that, and and I'm gonna tell you, if you hear my story, that's the real story of Asian ball. That's a real story of how we came up and to prove ourselves as basketball players. How I had to prove myself in a black community, to succeed in the game, or to prove that I could play this game. And but I don't know, I was very disappointed in the way that it didn't inspire me. And I hope, and I don't know it's going to inspire the next generation. When you're going to make a movie like that, a basketball movie with an Asian American lead to tell that story, you should look to inspire and not just try to look to make it Hollywood. I think if you look to inspire, you're going to that movie would have became a legendary thing like Karate Kid. Everybody loves Karate Kid movie. I don't know anybody that doesn't like the Karate Kid movie. I can still watch it and still be entertained and be inspired, because it shows the true essence of what the community represents. We're kind-hearted, loving people that just want a shot. For most of us, yeah, you got gangsters everywhere. You got good and bad people in every community, but it didn't show a good story in that aspect. So I just want to give my take on it, because maybe you guys agree or disagree. It's fine. But that was my take on it. I still wish well for the movie, but I just wish they would have put it. I wish it came to people like me, or someone like me, and maybe asked, how should we portray a movie like Boogie? Well, like I said, tell me what you think. Don't kill me on my opinion. We all got opinions, so hey, y'all do your thing out there, and I'll always be blessed.